Time now for another check of your weather forecast on this Saturday. Brittany, we are still going to see lingering impacts from this storm well into tomorrow.
It's true. We're already starting to see some of those gusty winds picking up in the mountains, which they've been pretty gusty all day. But you notice the blowing snow. That's what will create visibility issues as we go into the next few hours here in not just the mountain communities, but the Charlotte area, too. You can see that the sky conditions look a little bit hazy. Again, this is Billy Graham Parkway just outside of the TV station. This has been a very active roadway so far today. We've been here for hours watching. Thankfully, no crashes here in this general vicinity, but another reminder to stay off the roadways if at all possible. You're either creeping and crawling and potentially bothering people around you, maybe causing some roadways, or you're putting yourself and even DOT crews or someone who has to come help you out if you have car issues at additional risk. You can actually see too how gusty the winds are here from our Charlotte Motor Speedway camera. Higher levels of the atmosphere, of course, winds are a little bit higher, but just goes to show you in general how gusty the temperatures are. How gusty the winds are, which is going to impact the temperatures. We're at 18 degrees in Charlotte right now, 5 in Jefferson, but the wind chill is already feeling bitter locally. We're feeling like 5 degrees here in the Queen City. Jefferson, Boone, 15 degrees below zero, and sadly it only goes down from there. We are starting to see a lot of our snowfall we had a few hours ago not only get lighter but start to fizzle out completely. I do think some of our moisture that we have lingering is just below the radar beam, because I can tell you at the station we are still seeing some areas of light snow, but what we're seeing right now toward Fayetteville, Raleigh, just east of Greensboro, is essentially additional moisture being filtered in from the upper low that was near the immediate coast. So we had an upper level low inland, big low pressure near the coast, and now that's kind of drawing back additional moisture in. So I would expect a few flakes to linger over the next few hours. Again, it's not going to be heavy nor widespread like what we had earlier, but certainly going to be a few additional flakes on top of what we've already had. So far, the official totals call for 6.1 at the airport, but we know that reading came in that is around 4:30, which means additional hours. We're probably closer to 8, if not 8.5 at this point. Conditions overnight we know get bitterly cold, not just because it is generally cold with a trough of low pressure over us, but also the snow. Fresh snow on the ground, it actually allows for radiational, or really radiates the cold air back into the atmosphere, because we like to lose heat near the ground, especially because of the snow. So 10 degrees tonight. It's about 2 to 7 degrees colder than it probably would be without the snow on the ground. Again, it reflects all the radiation, allowing for it to go back into the atmosphere. And the sublimation, which is essentially going from a solid to a gas that we'll see tomorrow, will also help keep the air temperatures colder as well, even during sunshine. Record lows are very common with clear nights when you have a setup like this. This is really the thing that I'm looking the least forward to. Well, driving, of course, if you have to on the roadways, definitely is going to be a challenge. But additionally, it's the feels like temperature. We're looking at 1 below zero tomorrow morning in Charlotte, 25 to 30 below up in the mountains. This is also going to create additional problems if you do drive, whether it's necessary or not, and you potentially have car issues. You need to be prepared for blankets in the car, maybe a protein bar, water, things like that, something that could hold you over until someone were to come help. Because even if you're just simply calling AAA and they're able to help you easy peasy, think about how much longer it might take than normal because of the current conditions. Our best case scenario tomorrow afternoon is we feel like 23 degrees, and then we unfortunately do it all again Monday morning. So now that the snow is starting to wrap up the next few hours, we're switching gears to the Arctic air being the biggest impacts. We have lows in the teens and single digits the next 2 nights, with wind chills single digits to near or below zero. I've never seen 0 or below in 5 years of living in Charlotte. Tonight could be the change. Thankfully, I'll be snuggled up in bed with my dog. Here's a look at your Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day. 10 degrees again tonight, 31 tomorrow afternoon. We're probably not going to get above freezing until late Monday morning. Thankfully, though, by the end of next week, we are looking at a few days, maybe close to 50. And Shabana, it's the first time I think I've ever been excited to see a 5-0 on our 7-day.
I agree with you on that. I cannot wait to see that as well. Thank you so much, Brittany. And remember, we will be streaming live weather updates all weekend long on WCNC Plus. Now is the time to download the app on your favorite streaming device.